There is a health trend that has been gaining a lot of traction over the past few years.
Intermittent fasting.
Intermittent fasting.
Intermittent fasting.
There's a lot of claim that intermittent fasting is one of the easiest ways to lose weight, to reduce the risk of cancer, and even a way to increase our lifespan. Is it all true, or is it just some pseudoscience? Let's find out. In this video, I'm going to share everything about my experience in intermittent fasting on the 30-day test. So let's begin. So what is intermittent fasting? Simply put, it's an eating pattern that cycles between periods of fasting and eating. There are several ways in which it can be done, but the one I'll be doing is where I'll be fasting for a window of 14 to 16 hours and then eating in the window of 8 to 10 hours with no caloric restrictions. That is, I will not restrict my eating habits whatsoever. I've decided to set the eating window between the hours of around 10 in the morning to 6 in the evening. So basically, I'm going to be skipping dinner. But the good part is I get to keep my breakfast, which I like a lot. I was pretty motivated, I would say, because this is something new I'm trying. Intermittent fasting, I've heard a lot about it. I go through day 1, 2, 3, pretty easy, nothing. So I should probably explain why I'm doing this challenge, and it roughly begins around 1.5 years back when I was in quarantine with my wife for COVID-19. So we were in a hotel room where we could not step out of the door, food delivered to us 3 times a day, and portion enough for 4 people. Obviously, I gained a lot of weight. To be honest, I gained 10 kilos in just 2 weeks. Shocking. I was just shocked. I couldn't believe this. And I could physically see it. When I looked at the mirror, I could see that I had gained weight. And I obviously tried to reduce this weight, reducing my calorie intake, working out, going out for walks, several diets. Nothing seemed to work for me. Moreover, over the past few years, I've just gained weight slowly. All in all, in the last 1.5 years, I have gained 15 kilos. Yeah, I was starting to look fat. Something had to be done. One night I was just talking to my brother, and he mentioned he had recently begun intermittent fasting. I had heard of intermittent fasting here and there, but never gave it a try. He mentioned that he had tried it for several weeks now and he's seeing positive results. So the motivation seems to have died down a little bit for me. I'm not as excited as I was in the beginning. My hunger at night is killing me. I miss my late night snacks. I'm drinking a lot of water to get this feeling of fullness. So that's what I've read helps in this fasting process, and I found that it does help. And to help me in this process, I just got a fancy bottle for myself and one for my wife as well, just because. And the sad news was my weight hadn't dipped a lot. I was pretty demotivated, but I had planned to go through with this, so I am going through with this. To help me keep motivated, I start doing some research to find out what's going on in my body. So what happens is, when we eat a meal, the carbs and the fats are the main source of energy for our body. The carbs are used up immediately for whatever energy requirements we have, and the fats are stored all around our body. When we fast, our body runs out of glucose and it gets into the fat reserves that we have and converts them into ketones. Ketones can be used as an alternative source of energy for many tissues in our body, including our brain. Ketones are known to enhance a process in our body called autophagy. Autophagy. I'm just going to go with autophagy. What autophagy basically means is self-eating. That is, cells in our body are eating other cells. This might sound horrible, but actually this is good for us. Autophagy gives our body an ability to clean out bad cells. It's doing some trash cleaning in our body. Research has shown that autophagy helps in anti-aging. Our old damaged cells are replaced with the new ones. I stick to my routine, but the night cravings are still here. I try to distract myself, watch random videos on YouTube, play online games with my friends, watch some movies, Netflix, watch some streams on Twitch. I'm also noting a significant difference in my mood and general energy levels. I'm also sleeping better. This is good. This is really good. Research has shown that eating with a circadian rhythm, that is in our internal body clock, helps with better sleep. Those late night snacks I used to have earlier used to interfere with my sleep. Good thing I'm getting rid of it. Time to weigh myself. That is a significant change. This could be because I was having shorter eating period, so hence I was eating less calories. But there is something deeper going on here. At a metabolic level, when we eat, our body responds by producing a hormone called insulin. Insulin helps us to use glucose to energize our body, but it also enables fat storage. When our bodies have high levels of insulin, it prevents the body from breaking down the fat storages as energy. With intermittent fasting, we are reducing the window of eating, reducing the insulin levels, as a result, reducing the amount of fat stored. Basically, my weight loss, science has backed it. My night cravings have almost disappeared. Fewer and fewer nights I feel like going out and grabbing something. I no longer need to distract myself with other activities. What I've also done in addition is start a basic exercise just for 5 minutes every day from this book I've read. I have found increased motivation to do this exercise because of my fasting. So going on some research, what I've found is combining exercise with fasting drastically improves weight loss, which I have experienced myself. So a study done in 2011 actually found that when comparing intermittent fasting with regular calorie restrictive diet, which is basically eating less, they both performed equally in the weight loss department. But intermittent fasting actually performed better with better muscle retention. If you're looking to maintain muscle and lose weight, intermittent fasting could be the thing for you. This is significant. That's a drop of 5 kilograms in 30 days. That's amazing results. And on top of that, I look and feel better. I feel I have increased focus, increased energy levels throughout the day. I sleep better, I have better moods, and generally just feel good. Yeah. So what's exciting to me is intermittent fasting can be a really useful tool going forward. Except for those initial few days of cravings, things were pretty easy to maintain, and with the discipline of monitoring when I'm eating also made me conscious of what I'm eating. That being said, is intermittent fasting a miraculous way to lose weight? Kind of. As with most lifestyle changes, it is very individualized. So what works for me or somebody else might not work for the other 7 billion people on the planet. Weight loss boils down to calorie in versus calorie out. So I do believe that intermittent fasting helps us in regulating our metabolism. So that is, if our metabolism is out of whack, it can help to bring it under control where we have a very good resting metabolism. It also teaches us to discipline ourselves about what we are eating and when we are eating, and being conscious in general of what goes into our bellies. If you struggle with other diets, I highly recommend trying intermittent fasting. If you have already tried it, please share your results below. As for me, I found tremendous changes to my life. I'll continue with intermittent fasting for a few more months until I reach my pre-quarantine weight, and I think I will continue doing it afterwards, but less strictly. I'm also keen on this 3-day water fast trend that's also going on and trying it. I'll try it soon and I'll post my results soon. If you have made this far in the video, thank you for watching, and please do consider subscribing and liking the video. Thank you.